recently. It's season, we know that. Spring has officially sprung beginning at 5:01 about an hour ago. So beautiful day for spring to start. So we are not going to see any showers up until about 3 o'clock. We're going to be talking about a couple of sprinkles though coming our way. Otherwise, we are on the more mild side, 78 degrees. We'll see a nice mix of sun and clouds. And we are talking about our temperatures right now, 50 degrees. So not feeling too springy out there for Florida, but hey, things will get better. 47 for Brooksville, 63 right now for Tampa, 64 for St. Pete. These winds, that is going to be a major story along with the cold front today. Right now they're calm, but that's going to change. We'll talk about it hour by hour coming up and looking at the next 12. You can see our temperatures will reach the middle 70s. We'll be breaking everything down all next, Sarah.
Okay.
On in the sports world today, and you of course know that I'm your weather bestie, but I'm also your sports bestie for today too. I told you guys you got to see this swing. Hopefully it's a hole in one. I'm telling you, I love golf. And there it is. We do have a really great forecast overall today because we are going to see the first couple events going to be better because of the lack of sun. It's going to be pretty warm as we head throughout the weekend, but we could see a couple sprinkles with those birdies as well, chipping away at the forecast for you all after a short break. But we're also talking about golf, all the other things in between. Now, we do have a good amount of cloud cover here for the St. Petersburg sky camera. Don't be surprised if you see a little bit of patchy fog as well. Please be careful out there. We want to make sure you are informed, prepared, and connected on everything that there may be with any sort of hazard. Now, I do think overall today, the St. Petersburg sky cameras tells us a good story. It's really cool. However, because of how cool it is, the air is really dry too that's overhead, but those numbers are actually matching. So that actually brings our humidity levels up a little bit, especially with us being out ahead of our next big weather maker. So happy first day of spring to you. Let's talk about the setup. A little interesting today. So yes, there's going to be some patchy fog. We are going to start off cooler. Then we get to 78 degrees for the first day of spring. We have high pressure and control. Then this cold front's going to move on in. And so it's going to change up things, especially with our temperatures. Speaking of which, live check of them right now. We're in the 40s. Grab a lighter jacket. You may need it. Don't forget it later on. I hate when I do that at work. 48 for Crystal River right now, 46, maybe a sweatshirt, throw it on from Brooksville. Nice and mild though in comparison. 63 for Tampa, 60 for Port Manatee, 64 for St. Pete. Still, the Gulf is like, I'm still warmer than you. The Gulf temperature is definitely warmer than our onshore or land temperatures for right now. That's going to change though by this afternoon. Winds right now are nice and calm, but look at this. Winds are going to be gusting up to 22 miles per hour come lunchtime. So that's why I'm saying getting out earlier to the beach with a sweatshirt may be better, and especially for the boat, definitely want to do that earlier. Look at this. Winds then gust. They continue to get up there into the upper 20s, even getting close to flirting with 30 mile per hour wind gusts for today. So hold on to your hat later this afternoon. It's all because of that cold front. It's going to come and really start to shake the pattern up. It really starts to make it very breezy for us. So just a heads up there. Next 12 hours, we do see that our temperatures are going to get back into the 70s. So that's nice. Nice mix of sun and clouds. Not too bad for the Valspar Championship. However, I would say the tournament, the events earlier in the day are going to be better off. Let me tell you, that wind is not just blowing the hair today, but it could mess up your game a little bit. You can blame any of that. The players can blame it on the wind because of how windy it'll be this afternoon. That'll impact you, but the rest of the weekend, it is going to be absolutely beautiful. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a little bit cooler, then we warm up. So here's the setup. High pressure leaves us, and we do have this cold front. A couple sprinkles for the first day of spring today. Then we're dry for majority of the weekend. Sunday looking great. Then Monday into Tuesday, we have another front that's going to arrive. So a heads up there. We could see a couple more showers on this 7-day forecast into early next week. But for right now, a couple of sprinkles from 3 to 6 o'clock. Very windy for the second half of the day. We might get some travel advisories, so both hands on the steering wheel. Once the front passes, it's mostly dry, right? But it is going to drop our temperatures, make us a little cooler to kick off your weekend. Sarah?
All right.